place. How many days have I been here? Is this outer space? How the hell did I get in here? Am I even knowing?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What up, Doe? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show Network's version of the Wayz verse, where we are right now battling it out and counting down to the greatest album of all times. Maybe not in your verse, maybe not in the universe, but the greatest album in the Wayz verse. What up, Doe? Yo, what up, Joe? I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and in the house with me, I got my homies Big Ed and Wayz. Big Ed, what's happening, man?
Nothing much. DJ the party yesterday, had a lot of fun. It was my auntie's. It was the first year memorial. She passed last year.
Yep, I remember that.
Had the memorial and got to DJ the party, and man, it was a blast.
Cool in the gang. And of course, we can't be in the Wayz verse without Wayz himself. What's going on, Mr. Wayz?
Man, not much at all. Busy weekend. My son was sick all weekend, so I'm playing daddy doctor all weekend and NFL news all week. So I ain't been doing nothing.
A whole lot happened in the NFL last week. We will get to that when we get to the showdown. So make sure y'all watch the showdown. There's going to be a whole lot of shit going down. It go down in the showdown. So anyway, man, I'm glad to be back. Y'all know I've been out of town, man, and I got so much to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it because my story going to be way too long. It's rabbit hole shit. But I do want to say, first and foremost, before we do this up, I want to toast this one up to my boy Kevin Jones. I know two Kevin Jones. There's KJ, that was Latone's boy, but not that KJ. Another Kevin Jones, a friend of mine. He used to be in a rap group called AWOL. He passed away this morning, man. Hey, much love to you, Kev, Big Kev, man. You're my boy. So one time for my boy Kevin Jones.
Salute.
Oh, yeah.
That hits the spot.
Oh, boy. All right. So, Wayz, where we at? What we talking about? What we doing?
Man, so as you guys know, it's the Wayz verse. Last week, we had two finalists for greatest album in the solos category. With that being Sade with Diamond Life and Snoop Dogg Doggy Style.
Oh, two huge ones.
Man, and the polls went accordingly. It came down to a final vote of 6-5 with Sade Diamond Life edging out the win.
Oh, Maureen, hard to explain.
So Sade and Diamond Life joins Prince, 1999, Run DMC, Raising Hell, Superfly, self-titled album Bob Marley, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Legend, and Purple Rain in the Elite Eight.
Woo! Two Princes and two Bob Marleys.
Man.
You said Prince twice. You said Purple Rain twice.
No, 1999 and Purple Rain.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And now we're going into our final bracket here to find out who's going to determine the final entrant into the Elite Eight.
Ooh, this is it.
This is it. And we're going to have groups.
Make no mistake where you are.
We're going to have our deepest pool yet. One of our deepest pools was groups. And we're having our final group bracket tonight.
Okay.
So we already took our shots, so might as well get this party started, right?
I think so.
All right. Same thing as usual, or our new usual. We'll have, I'll list off the matchup. You guys say who you want to, or who you think believes to move on. Who you think should move on. I got jacked up on words right there. I suddenly forgot English. All right. So first up, we have "Follow the Leader" by Korn up against "OK Computer" by Radiohead.
I'm gonna go with "Follow the Leader" by Korn.
I'm going to follow suit. I'm going with Big Ed on that one.
Yeah.
I'm
Excuse me.
going to follow leader by Corn.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Bless
go. God damn it. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with the same thing as
Goddamn COVID.
man, look, nope. I'm not outside of my 90 days. We ain't doing that. Ooh, another good matchup here. Next up, we got Metallica with "Master" up against Pink Floyd's "The Wall."
Pink Floyd, The Wall for me.
Wall.
Yeah, that's unanimous as well. All right, let's go to Rufus with "Ask Rufus" up against Zap 1.
I'm gonna go with Zap.
I love More Bounce to the Ounce, but I'm going with Rufus.
Sorry, bro, but I was gonna go Rufus as well.
Hey.
Tell me something good. Mm-hmm. Tell me.
All right, next up, we have "Dirty Deeds" by AC/DC going up against "Give Love at Christmas" by The Temptations.
Ooh-wee. Very few albums would I pick over Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Dirty Deeds and the Done Dirt Cheap. Dirty Deeds and the Done Dirt Cheap. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Oh, and it got the "I've Got Big Balls."
Yes.
But we've got the biggest balls of them all. Oh man, very few albums I would pick over that, but man, that goddamn Temptations Christmas album is something different, something to behold. So I have my mind. I got to go with the Temptations. I do. I have to do it.
I'm gonna go with AC/DC.
I was gonna go AC/DC as well.
I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't mad at y'all at all. I ain't mad at that. I'm a huge AC/DC fan. I was just watching Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap video yesterday, ironically. That Temptations album knows with "Silent Night" and "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer." I mean, they killed it. They killed it. Had a very shiny nose.
Man, they brought soul to
They
Christmas
brought
music.
soul to the Christmas songs big time. Changed the game.
All right, next up, we have Queen with "Queen 2" up against "Fly" by the Dixie Chicks.
I'm going with Queen.
I'm going with Queen also.
As am I. Next up is Hotel California by the Eagles up against self-titled album Aerosmith.
I'm going with the Hotel California.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles as well. All right, let's go ahead and what's the other one I got here? Yeah, let's do that. "Highway to Hell" by AC/DC up against "American Beauty" by Grateful Dead.
Oh, hey, that's actually fairly tough. But I'm not voting against AC/DC twice.
I was just gonna say, me personally, I have to go "Highway to Hell."
I'm going AC/DC.
Well, I'm gonna give the Grateful Dead their props.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, well, hell.
This matchup, I'm really interested to see how this turns out. We had the Jackson 5 with "ABC" up against "Gratitude" by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'm going with Gratitude by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'm go with the Jackson 5.
Ugh. I'm gonna go with Earth, Wind, and Fire on this.
That was really a no lose right there.
Yeah, that either way it went, that was a win-win situation for everyone.
That album, both of those would beat a lot of in this competition.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So we have self-titled album Commodores up against Two Live Crew, As Nasty as They Want to Be.
Love as nasty as they want to be, and I really want to vote for them, but not over She's a Brick House. I'm going Commodore.
Oh man. The hip hop fan in me wants to go with Two Live Crew, but the music fan is gonna make me go with the Commodores.
Joe, you know what that means for you. We made it easy.
I was gonna go Commodores either way.
Morning, yeah.
All right.
Nasty as They Want to Be got me in trouble in middle school.
And this nigga was in middle school.
We have Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band up against Between the Sheets by the Isley Brothers.
God.
Hey girl, what's your fantasy? I'm an Isley Brothers. I love the Isley Brothers, man.
Man, all day.
I hate that there's an Isley Brothers album that didn't make the field that this just reminded me of, and I hate that it's not in there.
Which album is that?
The one with Somebody Said I Was Living in the Light. I forgot the name of it. But that's probably why it's not in there, because I couldn't think of the name of it. But it's a great one. It's a great one, though. It's a great Isley Brothers album. It's my favorite Isley Brothers album. But I'm going Isley Brothers.
Okay.
Wayz, it's going to be on you because I'm going with the Beatles.
Oh, I already said Between the Sheets.
Oh, I didn't even hear you say it.
Oh yeah, no, that's my favorite Isley's album.
It's actually my second, next to that's some bullshit going down.
All right.
Time is simply wasting. There's no guarantee. Oh. I hit this Hispanic guy down in Houston, real good friend of mine, Robert Solis. I hipped him to that Isley Brothers album, the one that I'm talking about. We were looking and I saw the cover. I said, I said, listen to this album. Man, that dude went absolutely freaking bananas. I mean, it was like I'd never heard nothing else from him for a month. Every time I went by there, he was banging that shit. Yeah. He was banging like, this shit is ridiculous. I had no idea.
Oh man,
Big War fan, man. You put War on, there, shit, motherfuckers go crazy.
All right, next up, we have Abbey Road by the Beatles, taking on It Takes a Nation by Public Enemy.
It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. It's the entire title of that album.
Too many words.
My favorite hip hop album of all times. I'm going with Public Enemy.
I'm gonna go with Abbey Road on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with OG and go with Public Enemy.
Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh, that surprised me, Big Ed. Okay, Yeah, but that album changed the way I listen to hip hop. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. It was the album that sparked the revolution of the conscious rap. People started listening to being more conscious in what they talked about. You know, that's what started it. When all the quote unquote blackity black albums kicked off, and everybody started talking about the black nationalism and the black movement, proud to be black movement. It started with that album. It changed everything for me as far as the way I looked at my own blackness. It made me prouder of myself, and it made me look at the police. It made me look at everything differently. Very, very important album right there. One of my favorite hip hop album ever because of the impact it had on me personally. Just a rabbit hole I had to jump down. I apologize. I know y'all didn't miss that when I wasn't here last weekend, but it happens. I'm back, niggas.
Next up, we have our replacement song, or replacement album, Street Songs by Rick James, up against Appetite by Guns N' Roses.
Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Can't touch this. I'm going with Street Songs. Rick James.
I'm going with Street Songs.
As am I.
You can't touch this. Do 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 do.
And the actual album is Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, I only have so much space I can put in these, so I just do what I can remember. All right, let's go with Zap 2 up against Bizarre Ride to Far Side by the Far Side.
Bizarre Ride to the Far Side by the Far Side. Oh, wow. This is a tough one because Zap 2 is actually better than Zap 1. Zap 1 had more bounce to the ounce, which was the best song of both albums. But the second album actually had more songs because the second one had the Computer Love as well as the I Can Make You Dance If You Want Me To. It had more. The second one had more bangers than the first one. Zap 2 was actually better than Zap 1. The Far Side made an album that was at the time made everybody think they were from the East Coast. They were actually West Coast. Huh. They were totally atypical West Coast music. I mean, completely. It sounds like it is a East Coast feel and vibe, completely, totally original. Great songs on it. He keeps on passing me by, or she keeps on passing me by, rather. Man, Quentin's on his way with another J, and it's okay. The Your Mama song, great album, man. I'm a big fan of that album. I'm gonna let somebody else go first. I really need to take a little time to think on this one.
I'm gonna go with the Far Side.
I was gonna go with the Far Side as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Zap 2. Zap 2 has a lot of hits on it. They don't want to blow, do I? Just let me blow, do I? Did it? Blow my thing, baby. That had a lot of. That was a good album. Zap 2 is a really good album. So I'm gonna go with Zap 2, even though my vote at this point don't count. Good matchup though. Really good matchup.
Speaking of good matchups, Meet the Supremes up against Forever My Lady by Jodeci.
I'm going with Jodeci.
Yeah, as am I.
Yeah, I have to go with the same. Out of these two matchups, the last two matchups of this first round, yeah, this is a no-brainer for which one goes first and which ends this round. So, first up out of these last two, we have Go For Your Guns by Isley Brothers up against This Old Heart of Mine by the Isley Brothers.
I'm going to Go For Your Guns.
I'm going to go Isley Brothers.
What?
I'm gonna agree with OG and go for your guns.
As am I. Now, this is a this is going to be a really interesting matchup because one of these two in this matchup literally had a fight for its right to make it into this bracket in the first place.
Beastie Boys.
We have the score by the Fugees up against Cameo and Cameosis.
I'm going with the score.
I'm going with Cameosis.
That's. I'm gonna go with the score. I'm gonna go with the Fugees on that. All right, let's take a quick break here, and then we can jump right into round 2 here.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. This is the Wayz verse. We'll be right back. Man, we are back. Want to thank you guys for joining us. This is the Wayz verse on the What Up Though Show Network. Please join the What Up Though Show Network for other shows that we have. We also present shows like the Smoke Session 612, the What Up Though Show, as well as the Showdown. So join us for any and all of our shows. Subscribe to the channel and feel free to share it with your friends. So Wayz, where are we in this competition? So far, there's been a few tough matchups, but a lot of easy ones. And let's see if it gets tougher as it goes along, or if we're gonna keep having some blowouts.
Excuse me. Some of these, for the most part, in this second round, everything is really kind of an even matchup that is going to make things really interesting. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. Starting off with Gratitude by Earth, Wind, and Fire up against Follow the Leader by Korn.
I'm going with Gratitude.
I'm going with Gratitude.
As am I. I intentionally chose the easiest one to go first. All right, next up. Ask Rufus up against Hotel California.
Damn. I'm going with Rufus, man. That's a she's on his way going to Hollywood, busting into Hollywood. That got some shit on it. I'm going with Rufus. Shaka Khan. By the way, those that don't know, that's Shaka Khan and Rufus.
Yep.
Rufus featuring Shaka Khan. One or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hotel California.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go with Hotel California as well.
And oh, sweet thing goes down.
That's why I was like, but man, the Hotel California was insane. Next up, we have Queen 2, the second Queen album, up against Dirty Deeds.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Big Ed,
Oh yeah, I'm going AC/DC.
as am I.
See, Wayz kind of has to vote for AC/DC. Otherwise, his mom's gonna jump through the internet and choke him.
Right.
Well, you know,
AC/DC is my favorite rock band of all. Hell, my favorite rock performers of all time.
Mine too. But I will say, man, it just hurts to know that my favorite AC/DC album is already out, and that's the Back in Black.
Same
Yeah.
here. Next
How
up.
Back in Black is out, and we got 2 more AC/DC albums in. It's just a shame because if you put Back in Black up against the other ones, Back in Black is in.
Yeah. Next up, we have The Wall by Pink Floyd up against AC/DC, Highway to Hell.
I'm going with The Wall.
I'm still going with The Wall.
I'm going with AC/DC.
Yeah, that one. That one. I will say I'm going with The Wall.
All right. Next up, Bizarre Ride to the Far Side up against It Takes a Nation by Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, man.
Public
Oh.
Enemy.
Absolutely. All right. Between the Sheets up against Isley Brothers and Go for Your Guns.
Between the Sheets.
Twin Sheets.
Hands down. Now, we have Street Songs by Rick James up against The Score by the Fugees.
You can't touch this. Boom, doo, 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 doo.
I'm going the Fugees.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, man. Damn. My 11-year-old will sing the Fugees for you right now. He don't know no Rick James. He's heard it, but he don't know it.
Every kid knows I'm Rick James, bitch.
Super freak, she's super freaking yow.
But yeah, my 11-year-old, man, he can sit here and sing Ready or Not right now. I got to go with the Fugees.
All right.
Sorry, OG.
Super freak, she's super freaking. She's a very kinky girl.
Here's the next really
Okay.
interesting matchup. Forever My Lady by Jodeci up against Commodores.
It's tough.
Yeah. Very interesting matchup because it's so tough.
Yeah, that is an interesting matchup because they both got a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Forever My Lady.
You know, I'm leaning that way myself, whew, that's tough though. You got Zoom, you got Easy, you got Brick House, and then on the other hand, you got Forever My Lady, you got Baby Won't You Just Stay. Hey, for a little while.
Talk to me on that album.
Come and talk to me. I'm going with Jodeci.
Never make that one unanimous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jodeci. Yeah.
All right.
Two great ones, 2 great albums there.
Absolutely. Moving on to the semifinals. It Takes a Nation by Public Enemy up against Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gratitude.
It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back is the name of that album completely. And I want to give it all of that title because it deserves all of that title. And I'm going to go with Public Enemy. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. That title says something.
I'm going to go with you.
I'm going to go with Earth, Wind, and Fire. So, It Takes a Nation. I honestly don't remember. There's too many words for me to remember.
It
right
takes a nation of millions to hold us back. He's talking about our people.
now. Okay.
Talking about us. Talking about us, it takes a nation of millions to hold us back, baby. We strong like that. See, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yeah.
Ooh, these next ones. All right. I was trying to figure out one that would be easier to choose out of these next three matchups.
How low can you go? Death row? What a brother no.
All right. Forever My Lady by Jodeci
Yeah.
up against AC/DC Dirty Deeds.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Ah,
That's not fair because I like them both for such different reasons.
I'm gonna go with AC/DC on this.
I'm gonna go with Jodeci.
We said it at the same time.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Jodeci.
Yeah, me
All
too.
right. Next up, Hotel California up against The Score.
Ooh, I'm going with the score this time. I voted against the score every round, and I don't want to leave the illusion that I don't like the score. It's just been going up against some extremely tough competition, and again, it is. But this time, I do go with the score.
I'm going with the score also.
As am I. Next up, The Wall by Pink Floyd up against Between the Sheets.
I'm going with The Wall by Pink Floyd.
I'm gonna go with Between the Sheets.
Pink Floyd, The Wall's moving on.
Huh? Oh,
I'm sorry. It's just too much. It's just too much fire on The Wall.
The Wall is a badass album.
It's got money. Wish You Were Here. Comfortably Numb.
Yeah.
look, all I know is
We ain't even mention The Wall itself.
Between the Sheets is the reason behind about 3 generations of human beings on this planet. I was gonna put that out there.
You know, education.
Think they'll drop the bomb.
All right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start deciding who's gonna be in the finals here. We have The Wall by Pink Floyd
Ooh-wee.
up
Tough.
against Forever My Lady by Jodeci.
Good run. But they ran into the wall.
The man said Jodeci had a good run, but they ran into the wall. That was the best line tonight.
I'm gonna go with Jodeci on this.
I'm going with the best line of tonight. Big Ed won me over with that one.
All right. All right.
Woo-hoo. Wow, that was funny.
Final matchup to determine the final participant in this week's finals. I used final 3 times. I feel a little stupid. All right. The Score by the Fugees up against It Takes a Nation.
Of millions to hold us back.
You got to say it, man.
Millions
One
to
time.
hold us back. I was pausing. Big
Say
A,
it. It
big-
takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
I was
When you
creating
say it,
suspense,
you can-
and Big Ed jumped in there. Like,
Bro, when you say it, you can really feel the power of it.
he jumped in there like a Republican saying, heard something about Obamacare. Look, I was like, pause. I will pause and get him with it.
When you say it, you feel the power in it, man. That is a powerful statement in and of itself. We don't believe the hype. Shit, man, classic album. I listened to it forward and backwards over and over and over and over and over again in my day. There's no doubt. I'm going Nation of Millions to hold us back. I'm going with Public Enemy.
Big Ed.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Because man, the way you are with Public Enemy, that's how I am with the Fugees.
Right.
And yeah, I gotta ride with the score on that.
With what?
With the score.
Okay. Well, y'all already know. I haven't voted for Public Enemy once this entire bracket.
It's okay to get it right at the last time.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna fucking hey man, this is too tough. I'm gonna go with Public Enemy.
Oh wow, that surprised me. I knew for sure you was going with the Fugees. For sure you was going with the Fugees on that one. All right, well, Public Enemy moves on. Public Enemy moves on. That was a tough call. That could have went either way. Those are two. I mean, I get it. The score was a life changer for Lauryn Hill and Wyclef Jean. They broke up after that album.
Yep.
Sure, that was their last album. But Wyclef Jean and Lauryn Hill both went on to huge solo careers. While the other guy fell off.
Praz.
Don't just say Praz is the wackest rapper of all times. He hated Praz.
Homeboy went and did his ODB impression and got EBT.
Ghetto superstar.
Yeah, so he fell off. But Wyclef and Lauryn took flight. But yeah, great album. I'm almost sad to see it go, to be honest. But, I was surprised. I'm surprised that Joe went with Public Enemy on that. But it was a great album. Both great albums. Is that it? That's the finals now?
We got the finals coming up right now.
Oh, okay.
We can put our prerequisite votes in and let the polls decide after tonight.
But this is it. So this is the finals. This Public Enemy against the wall?
Yep.
It is Public Enemy against the wall.
Man, who thought you would see Public Enemy against the wall? You know, never mind. You have to really hear that.
I got you. I feel you. I get what you're saying.
Well, you know, the wall, and in the song he says the wall of tower blew up. Who shot what? Who what? That bazooka was who? Into my rescue, it was the S1W.
Huh. All right.
S1W is the security of the first world, for those who don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to go and put my vote in right now. I'm going to go with Public Enemy.
Ooh.
I'm going with War.
I'm going with Public Enemy. So in our poll, Public Enemy has just won.
But ladies and gentlemen, the final decision is up to you.
The wall is going to be a tough out, man.
Yeah.
The wall is going to be a tough out. So we're going to put the poll out there in several places, mainly our Facebook pages, the Wayz Verse Facebook page, the Smoke Session 612 Facebook page, and of course the What Up Though Show Facebook page. It will be out on all three of those platforms, but you'll also be able to find it on several other platforms, several other groups around the web, on our personal pages. If you have our personal pages, I'm not putting mine out there. If you want to, you can. But if you know my personal page, you're on my personal page, you'll be able to find it there. You'll be able to find it all over the place. A lot of different places we put it out because we want that diverse audience to vote on these albums. So the diversity is important to us. And I'm gonna make sure I get it out into some diverse racial audiences as well. Because that's gonna be an interesting outcome to see. Because it's not to say that all white people go for Pink Floyd, because a lot of white folks like that Public Enemy album too.
Yeah.
So You know, go to a Public Enemy concert. They packed the houses. Plus, they did a remix of this album with Linkin Park.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a rock version of this album. Later on, they redid the whole album in rock and roll. So, this album has a lot of carry. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. But yo, that's the Wayz verse. If I'm not mistaken, am I right, Joe?
That is.
Don't want to be out of line and say we want to thank y'all for joining us, man. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. That's my guy Big Ed to my side, and below is the host of the show, Mr. Wayz himself. Thank you for joining us for the Wayz verse. Catch us again next time.